Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting. Just been a little busy, but yeah, anyway, this is probably one of the most outrageous setups I've actually ever done. I literally have my phone sitting on top of a Hey Jack book set. Feel free to roast me in the comments about that, but yes, I'm back. Did any of you guys miss me? I hope so. I mean, I definitely miss myself. Anyway, what better, I thought, what better way to celebrate my return than to do another toy review. So today we're going to be reviewing, oh shit, the Jurassic World Rebirth Lab Lockdown Tyrannosaurus Rex by Mattel. So, I want to say I did see Jurassic World Rebirth, and it was pretty decent. Probably one of the better films we've had in probably past decade, I'd say. It's a lot better than Dominion, but anyway, I could gush about the movie all day. Let's just let's just focus on this guy. I'm sorry. But yeah, so today we're going to be reviewing the Lab Lockdown Tyrannosaurus Rex. So let's get this thing out of the box. Alright, and here is the T.rex out of the box in all of her glory, and I have to say, I am just blown away by just the appearance of this thing. I can see why people have been calling this the best T.rex that Mattel have ever made. It most definitely is the best T.rex that Mattel has ever made. It is, in fact, I think it's actually a lot better than the Hammond Collection T.rex. Well, I mean, I guess it obviously is. I mean, this is, brand new sculpt, and honestly, I might even go as far as to say this might be the best T-rex design in the entire Jurassic Park franchise. Now, I know that might be surprising to hear, but honestly, I just love the design of this T-rex. The main thing that sort of makes it my new favorite is just the osteoderms that go along the neck and end at the very tip of the tail. And I guess just the sort of very broad scales right here on the lower jaw. Very interesting detail, I must say. Again, the scale work on this thing is just incredible. I mean, again, Mattel just nails it with the sculpts. I know the eye color is a sort of a very limeish. I think it's like a very lime green on the paint. I could be wrong. It's sort of it looks just a lot more yellow than it does in real life. But I think. Yeah, it's like a very olive green. It's like a very olive green, or like a yellowish green. Yeah, you can see a lot better there. So that's what its actual color looks like. Here it is on the other side. Pretty much the same, although you have like some scars here and like a pretty big one there. Sadly it is unpainted, but I mean, I could just paint that, and I could call it a day. And you've got like these really big broad scales on the jaw, which I find just absolutely fascinating, honestly. Honestly quite love it. And then of course you've got the very famous eyebrow crests that is famous to the Jurassic Park T-Rexes. You've got like these sort of ridges here. Honestly, looking at this head sculpt, it actually looks a lot more like the first Jurassic Park T-Rex Rexy than their originals. like, if you squint your eyes, like, that definitely looks a lot more like the, that definitely looks a lot more like Rexy in the first Jurassic Park film to me, so I definitely can appreciate that. Another interesting thing to note is that this actually has the ear holes that I did notice on the T-Rex. It was very hard to tell in the film, but yes, so it actually does have the ear holes, and I believe I think that could be the correct position, because when I always draw T-Rexes, I always or I guess, theropod dinosaurs for that matter, I always put like the ear hole like about here. So it looks a bit like misplaced, but I think that's a lot more correct. I think that's also how like lizard ears look, because lizard ears literally is just like a hole. That's literally just their ear. Anyway, the paint scheme is all right. It's pretty average for Mattel. I do wish that the tan went all across, the T-Rex, but I mean, hey, it's just Mattel, I guess. It does have some stripes going down the neck, and ending at the base of the tail. I do wish that it went all across the tail, though. It could just be me, though. I do want to point this up, though. It could just be me. I do kind of feel like in the film, the stripes were like a sort of mango-ish orange, although that could have just been the lighting of the scene. It was a bit like sort of dusky there, but it probably was just like the lighting, or it could just be me, but yeah. Although looking at sort of art of it, it does appear that the stripes are sort of a brown, or I guess a black in this case, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty alright paint scheme, all things considered. So I guess we'll talk about the action feature of this guy. So if you have the Legacy Collection T-Rex, or I guess any other T-Rex from this basic line, you'll know that it has a button right here, and if you push the button, it opens his mouth, which you can also see the inside the mouth. The tongue is actually pretty good. The tongue is this flexible rubber, so you don't need to worry about hurting yourself. An interesting thing I do want to point out is that the lower teeth are actually decently well concealed by the lips here, while the upper teeth are sort of a bit broadened out and showing. But that's just Jurassic Park T-Rexes. But hey, yeah, the body detail is great. Again, I love these osteoderms. I'm a sucker for osteoderms on theropods, so this is pretty cool. Only when they're done right, though. This is probably the best amount of done right. Not this isn't too ridiculously armored like crocodiles, but yeah, this is probably the right amount. I could see T-Rex honestly having this sort of osteoderms, although I probably didn't in real life, though, because I mean, let's face it, T-Rex, oh my god. Anyway, I get so distracted easily. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, the body detail is great. The wrinkling especially, I think it's a lot more noticeable on this side. But yeah, the wrinkling is very, very well done. A lot better than old Liam can do here. Yeah, the neck wrinkles are great. Now the interesting thing is that the hands are actually in the correct position, which I actually do appreciate, and actually does make me like this design a lot more. Because if you didn't know, theropod dinosaurs had their hands sort of inward, always like this, like they were clapping. If they were to do this, as Jim Kirkland put it, they'd have to break bone, so they couldn't do that, and they were always like that. But yeah, anyway, the legs are pretty good. Yeah, not much to say. The scoot, I guess, do they have a scoot? Yeah, just a little. They do have the scoots, it's pretty well done. And there's the scan code if you want to scan it and put it in your game. Yeah, the tail again is also great. Like I said, I do wish the stripes did continue down the tail, but I mean, hey, it's just, I mean, you know, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's just not much to say about this T-Rex, honestly. Okay, let's get into articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, so it can do a full 360 like that. Yeah, so it can look up and down, side to side. The hands are sort of, I guess the arms are sort of on a ratchet joint, so they can go back and forth and go up and down. There you go, same with this arm. The legs are on a very tight ratchet joint, so you can sort of put him in like a running pose or something. I don't know. Yeah, they're very tight though. Again, same with this leg. And I think they can also like spread inward, which is nice, I guess. And the tail is also on a ball joint, so again it can do a full 360. And of course there's the previously mentioned action feature. Yeah, that's honestly really all I have to say about this T-Rex. Would I recommend it? Honestly, yes, this is a very, very, very good sculpt. This would make for an amazing painting project if you like to, you know, repaint stuff. I would say, I don't know what, I would say like for, I guess you Americans, like $20 or something. In Australia, it's $49. Can you believe that? $49 for this guy? I know, it's crazy. Anyway, as for the size, he is about 15 centimeters tall at the head, and it did say on the box it's around 46 plus centimeters long, so yeah. So overall, would I recommend this figure? Absolutely. If you're a Jurassic fan, you're gonna love this. This would make for a great painting project. Sculpt is just absolutely amazing. Again, you could probably paint in like the finer details, like the scars on the face, like right there. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to wrap it up for this video, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this review, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want. It's or not, you know, you don't have to. It's up to you, you know. And see you guys in the next video, whenever that will be. See you guys.